Welcome back to LGBT Snapshots. I am your host, Chad. It's Mormon week, and today is Policy Day. Although some states had already made gay marriage legal in the year 2000, others had allowed only domestic partnerships between same-sex partners, and many states added amendments to their constitutions that detailed that marriage could only be between a man and a woman. In 2008, although the state of California had already allowed gay marriages to take place, Proposition 8 was put up for vote. If it passed, gay marriage in California would no longer be allowed, although previous same-sex marriages would still be allowed to remain in place. For months, political debates waged war on both sides, those for Prop 8 arguing in favor of traditional opposite-sex marriages and stating that children were being harmed by gay couples raising them, and those against Prop 8 arguing that all citizens deserve equal rights and options for loving relationships and families. The Mormon Church took a rare political stand during this time, issuing a letter from the First Presidency to be read from every pulpit, in which they encouraged members to donate their time and money to fighting for Prop 8. Though this simple direction may seem inconsequential to many, for Mormons a letter like this is a direct commandment from God, and members who don't comply are considered unfaithful or sinners and are sometimes ostracized by other members. Funding for Proposition 8 soon climbed to $20 million, with the church running advertising campaigns and members organizing political rallies. And ultimately Prop 8 passed, meaning no more gay marriage in California. While other churches and organizations fought for Proposition 8 as well, about 80% of volunteers in California during this time for the campaign were made up by Mormons, and much of the funding came from Mormons as well. Thousands upon thousands of Mormons underwent faith crises at this time, feeling that the church was being unnecessarily cruel to LGBT people and was actually hurting families instead of helping them. Dozens of LGBT members who had been suffering with depression and rejection for years took their own lives, leaving behind notes that they couldn't face the pain they were in any longer. During this time, the Mormon Church was publicly stating that homosexuality was not a choice, and that options for gay men and women were to either seek change and marry the opposite sex, or to never marry at all. In addition, LGBT people who were known by the church were no longer allowed to work with children in church programs. Although it has been several years since Proposition 8, and now gay marriage is legal in all 50 states, Proposition 8 still remains a polarizing point for many Mormons who have faith struggles or who have left the faith, and the topic brings up deep pain. A successful documentary called 8, The Mormon Proposition was made about the events, and it alleged that the church not only donated a lot of its own money to Prop 8, but that the church deliberately lied to the government about its donations. A successful play called 8 was written about these events as well. If you learned something today, like, subscribe, share with your friends, and tune in tomorrow when we finish Mormon Week with Friends and Foes Day and talk about Marie Osmond.